Okay, hello. So today, my friends, I'm going to be showing you how to make homemade cereal. I know it sounds funny, homemade cereal. Okay, so recently I went and got my 12-year-old, her A1C checked, and her levels was really elevated for her age. And if I have a little picture, I will show you guys. And my daughter, she's 12. She likes to run. She likes to play. She's not a big girl. She's tall and thin, but still her A1C. So that's putting her there for pre-diabetic, being diabetic. And I don't like that. So I said, okay, my friends, we're gonna make some changes here in the household. And I didn't want it to be super scary, and I want to start off slow. So the first thing I said, first we're gonna do is I'm not gonna be buying all those juices. So we're gonna slow down on the juices. And I said, once the juices in the fridge are all gone, then it's just water, right? And so we gotta be drinking water. And then I have to also drink the water because, mommy's doing it too, So now we're implementing drinking more water than usual, slowing down on the juices, okay? So the next thing I said, okay, my kids like cereal, okay. I'm not gonna be buying those boxes of cereal because a lot of stuff is in those cereals. I don't wanna get all the way into it. We know cereals is not the healthiest. And I don't always feed my kids cereal, but they do like it. They will go towards some cereals, So I said, okay. So I went around driving looking for this new fruit that I haven't had called sour sap, right? So I went to multiple stores. I couldn't find it, but I did find this one. This one is, okay, I'm gonna mess the name up because this one is called I'm not even gonna say it. I forget what this is called. Something Moibo. No, I don't know. Anyway, I haven't had it yet. I'm murdering the name, and I don't want to murder the name. So this one I'm not gonna cut today because what I do know is that this is not ready. Okay, it needs to be a little bit more soft, and more brown. But I cannot wait to taste this one. So this is gonna sit around for a little longer before I actually cut it up. Also, these are not cheap. This one was $6.99 a pound. So that's not cheap, Okay, so then in my cereal, this is what I do. I have some strawberries and I already cut them up. And I just throw my strawberries in the bowl, right? This is blueberries, so I'm gonna throw my blueberries, and everything's already washed off, whatever. I like blueberries, so I'm gonna just do the blueberries. I got my blueberries going on. Okay, this is my blackberries. I like blackberries, and my kids, they like some of this stuff too. So I'm gonna just throw me some blackberries in there, all right? And then I'm gonna do banana, okay. I'm not gonna eat all this banana, so I'm gonna cut up me some banana. My kids, they love bananas, all right. So, well, most of the time, so they want to do what they want. Oh, before I cut my banana, I want you to tell you, what state am I from without telling you what state I'm from, I wanted to show you. I'm not gonna tell you. You just have to figure that one out on your own. Okay, so I got my bananas in there and I spread those around. I like bananas, like I said. Tastes really good. Now today I'm going to try, you guys know about dragon fruit, so I'm going to cut a little bit of dragon fruit in there. So I don't want you to judge me on my cutting, but dragon fruit is really tasty. Put a little dragon fruit. You don't have to, you can pretty much make your cereal any way you want to. Add to the fruit you like. This is what I'm doing. This is what I think this is really good. And you want to make sure you're adding the fruit your kids like because they're going to be eating it, right? So they're going to be eating the cereal. And that's really good. So then, next thing is, I went ahead and I made some coconut milk. You can make your own coconut milk, right? So I made the coconut milk, and you just do that here in your blender. Blend it up, add some water in it. And I have delicious coconut milk that I will put on top. But before that, I like granola. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to throw me on some granola. This granola I got from Trader Joe's. It's the almond buttered granola, but you can do whatever granola you want to, you know, is your choice. Actually, pretty soon, I'm going to figure out how to make my own granola because my 12-year-old we're talking about, she has a peanut allergy, so she can't eat all that, you know. So when you have a child with a peanut allergy, you got to be really careful. You have to be always reading the labels. This, she won't be able to eat that, you know. So you want to put in your cereal what your kids are going to like and enjoy. So I decided that I do honey, a little bit of honey. You don't have to put the honey in it. I like it with a little bit of honey, and you can buy your whatever honey you like. So this is the honey I had in my cabinet. So I'm going to also top it off with some honey. Okay, that's probably even too much, you know. The whole point of this is you want to make it so your kids are going to love it and eat it. Then I top that off with my coconut milk. So I like to just pour that all around. Hello, cereal, okay? I don't drench it. So I have my cereal, and this is the cereal that kids want to wake up and have cereal in the mornings. This is the bomb. Let me tell you, I ain't buying no more boxes of cereal. That A1C is up too high for a 12-year-old. We gonna bring it down. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know if you decide to make it, or maybe you already made this before. This is perfect for the kiddos. Let them enjoy the type of fruit you want them to have in their cereal. That way they would eat it. Bye-bye now. Snap.